We have a story. It is coming in from Jacob Wolf, who's been good in the past, saying Activision Blizzard is owed approximately $400 million in franchise payments for Overwatch and Call of Duty leagues. Ooh, that is a lot of money. So what is going on here? The 20 franchises in the Overwatch League owe the publisher roughly 6 to 7.5 million each, for a total of 120 to 150 million. So that's outstanding dues to have finished paying into the league. The teams initially paid, the initial price tags were 20 million, expansion teams at a higher price tag, and they'd pay a partial payment up front, and then they'd continue to pay each year for more there, and there's 120 to 150 million outstanding between the teams. The Call of Duty League, average of 22.5 million. Okay, that's fine. Little less interested in that. Annual payments for both leagues were deferred in fall 2020 when Activision Blizzard pushed them to fall 2022 as part of a COVID relief measure for teams. So that sort of makes sense. They didn't get to do the homestand stuff that was sort of supposed to be the point of the league. That was what made Overwatch League big and different than leagues that had come before it, and part of how they justified that price tag. That was the secret sauce that was going to make it all work, and it didn't happen, and since it wasn't happening, payments get deferred. Okay, but we're not exactly swimming in OWL events now, and here we are 2 years later. So what's going on? Well, there's an ongoing discussion now to potentially put those payments off for longer, potentially to early 2024, sources said. So there's really potentially discussion of just not paying them, is what I'm reading. Because I would be very surprised if the clause for these contracts that these teams signed to buy these slots didn't include that if the league goes debunk, if the league goes, hey, we're gone, it's over, etc., then the teams almost certainly don't have to keep paying their outstanding dues. So, Overwatch League, is this still going to be around post 2024? I don't know about that. I would certainly expect the teams to be asking for this push to 2024 because, hey, at that point, there's a decent chance the league goes defunct and then they don't owe money, almost certainly with how the contracts are probably set up. But what else is going on here? We do also learn from this that the teams actually had their price reduced. So the total franchise price for Overwatch League is now roughly 16 million. So that's very interesting. It started as the 20 million for the first 12 teams. It went up for the expansion teams. They actually decreased the amount that all of the teams owed to make the price of any spot 16 million. Not the price to go buy a spot now, because they're not really taking expansion teams right now, though they probably would if someone wanted to buy in. But there was a sense of, hey, if people had already paid some of their money, if people had already paid, the total amount that they have to pay between their upfront and over time is now down to 16 million. So now teams owe less than they did before, and they also evened out what the expansion teams owned to bring it down to that 16 million as well. So that's a pretty big development, not good for the health of the league that they felt the need to decrease it like that, and that's kind of the news. So what do you guys think? We see the expansion teams had prices ranging from 27 to 35 million. So what do you guys think? Do you look at this and say, oh, this is fine, they just deferred the payment, they're still eventually going to get it? Surely Activision structured their contracts in such a way where these teams can't just declare bankruptcy to get out of it. They really vetted teams. For example, they didn't let Rogue in even when they had the 20 million for a slot and had success in Overwatch because there wasn't enough money behind the 20 million. It wasn't a successful enough organization like Kraft Group or like Energy or like things like that where they could go, no, they won't get out of it with bankruptcy, that sort of thing. Are they perfectly safe, or is this going to be a, no, it's not going to get paid, these teams are going to get out of it, they're going to see the league fold by 2024, and almost certainly when it does, they won't owe the money? I'm curious what you guys think, or is it going to be a, hey, they want to hold on until, they're not paying any money until the Microsoft acquisition goes through, and then maybe Microsoft makes big changes? I'm curious what you guys think is going to happen. Let me know in the comments down below. If you're enjoying the thought-provoking Overwatch content, drop a like, consider subscribing for more, and do check out my second channel on Pokemon, which you can go check out through this channel, as I'm doing a little bit more of that while we're sort of in the interim waiting for the next beta wave here. But I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks. Temporal out.